Hi, I'm Linda.
And I'm Troy, and we're Wines, Pines, and Canines. Today we find ourselves on the roads of Georgia. We drove right through South Carolina and started our day where we live in central North Carolina. We're headed to Don Carter State Park. We're pretty excited to be on the road.
Exactly. And while we are here, we're going to be visiting the little town of Helen and checking out some waterfalls. So if you'd like to see those, please stick around.
Hey everybody, we left out this morning out of Don Carter State Park. We saw a bunch of deer on the way out, took some time. They were really pretty. 30 minutes? 40 minutes?
45 minutes.
45 minutes of driving on a bunch of county roads. We find ourselves in Tallulah Falls or Gorge State Park.
Yeah, I think it's Tallulah Falls.
I think it's Tallulah Falls. It's right off 441, and it's kind of an interesting location. Obviously, there's a bunch of vantage points, a lot of different parts to the waterfall, and probably some parts to this park we didn't imagine, but we're going to go check it out in just a few minutes.
Now, I recommend going in first through the visitor center. It is a beautiful visitor center, and you walk down through all these displays and it takes you back out onto the trail. Now, I'm not sure dogs can go through the building. I went through, and then Troy met me by taking the back trail down there. Really enjoyed the falls. It is very pretty. There are multiple outlooks about a quarter mile from the visitor center, so it's easy for people to do and take kids and dogs. So there was plenty of people on the trail today. The trail is actually made of this recycled rubber, so very easy to walk on. Dogs are only allowed to where the steps go down and it leads to the swinging bridge and to the lower falls. So Troy went ahead and did that part while Desi and I went back to the car.
So how was that?
That was a lot of fun. It was really easy to get to for the first 25%. After that, you got to do some climbing. I went to the very bottom and went across the footbridge. That's a lot of steps. Really thought I was going to be tough and do them two at a time on the way back. Well, that lasted about a third of the way. 2/3 of the way, I was beginning to question myself and my abilities, but I got there.
Yeah, it's obviously Desi and I stayed behind in the truck. So we are now going to head into Helen and see what kind of food we can find.
Because I'm hungry.
Yes, good short hike. Some food.
You got a reward.
See you there.
And the town of Helen has less than 500 people, but it is the state's third most visited city. And with the cute Bavarian theme going on, we could definitely see why. So the town is about 2 square miles, and it's about 40 minutes from Tallulah Falls, but it's only about 10 minutes from Unicoi State Park and Anaruby Falls, which we visited on another day. We planned on getting lunch when we were in Helen, but turns out this pretzel from Granny's Famous Pretzels was all we really needed. We did return in a couple of days, however, to try out the Chattahoochee Cheese Market, and it did not disappoint.
Hey, good morning. We are just outside Helen, Georgia. We're at Sweetwater Bakery and Coffee. I've got something called a shot in the dark, which is typical for me. It's a regular coffee with a shot of espresso. It ought to be just what I need to take us up to Anaruby Falls here just shortly. We ordered 2 of these slices of banana bread, but we probably could have got by with just one.
The Anaruby Falls in Unicoi State Park was our absolute favorite part of the trip. The trail was a paved trail. It was about a half-mile long, and it could be narrow at times, and there were quite a few other people and dogs, so Desi did get to ride. It is $3 a person to get in, and they do only accept cash at the check-in gate. In addition, we recommend getting there as early as you can. We got there around 10, and while there were people, it was a lot busier when we came back down at 11 o'clock. So the day before we went, it rained about 2 inches. We think that really had a big impact on the amount of water that was coming over the falls this day. It was truly breathtaking to see. We finished up our time in Helen with a trip to the Cenita Winery. This was a great winery. It had a very good selection of reds and whites. It had absolutely beautiful views and a fair selection of food. And we took advantage of that cheese plate. If you're looking for a place to camp in the area, we highly recommend Don Carter's State Park. It was very reasonable at approximately $35 a night, and all of us enjoyed taking rides around the park looking for deer, and there were plenty of deer to be found. We stayed in Site 29. It did have electric, water, cable, and a gray water dump. There is a dumping station in the park as well. We truly enjoyed our time here at Don Carter, and we can't wait to come back. Thanks for watching.